Hi guys, while I waited for a few parts of my other Tamiya cars, I thought I'd show you my retro Acoms radio collection. For a kick-off, here's my very early Mark 1 Acoms AP227F. I think this is from about 1978, so it's a very old radio gear. Unfortunately, it's missing its battery cover. I think most of these have lost their battery cover by now. You can get replacements, but I've never actually found one. As you can see, it's a very garish green colour, but yes, retro look. It looks fantastic on the shelf. I don't actually use this one, but it does work, and it's fully functional. As you can see, it has no servo reverse, which is very odd, but you actually have to take it physically apart to change the servo reverses. So these are basically to take it apart and swap the sticks. It's quite crude, but I suppose it's functional. Again, this one sits on the shelf looking very pretty, and you don't see many of these. And the aerial you can use as a fishing rod, it's that long. Great bit of radio, nice bit of history there. It also has very odd, I'm not sure if this is the actual correct receiver for this one, but as you can see, they don't actually plug into the receiver itself, it's all built in. And the old servo does have a different lead compared to the modern ones. These, I think, do plug into modern receivers, but you can't plug in modern servos into the old receiver, which is a shame. But I know this one works, but again, that's a nice setup to have looking pretty on the shelf. The next one I have is an AW27 Technic Sport. This one, I'm not sure how I picked it up actually. I don't actually use it because I'm not a fan of this trigger style handset. But it's nice Acoms to have the collection. This one works as well, but again, it doesn't actually get used. It looks pretty on the shelf, and again, a nice bit of history. I'm not sure how old this one is. I think it's mid-80s. And I've been told it's quite rare, but whether it is or not, just comment below guys and let me know. Be appreciated. Next one is actually used. This is an AP201, I'll tell you, it's another AP227, sorry. This is a Mark 4 from 1987 I believe, or about that sort of era. It's a lovely handset. This one gets used in my Rough Rider. It's quite heavy, it's very sturdy, it's solid. Sticks nice and smooth. This one does have servo reverse option, which is very nice, and very useful carry handle. I love this radio gear. It looks great on the shelf, and it's nice to have a retro handset with my Rough Rider. They sort of go together hand in hand really. This is my favourite radio. I'm not sure why. It just looks so retro and you just want to pick it up and use it. I love that one. Fantastic radio set. This is my other one which gets used. This is the actual AP201. I think it's Mark 6 Alpha. It's a Technic Plus model. Fortunately mine's got a massive chink out of it. And for some reason someone's put Peugeot 406 Coupe on the back. I'm not sure why. This one did actually come with my Rough Rider, so I believe it's the original radio gear that car had, which is a nice touch. And it's nice to see them both sort of being used still to this day. This one is quite heavy again. The sticks are even smoother than the Mark 4, but other than that it does look slightly cheaper, which I think it probably is. It's nice to hold, it has a nice feel, and it's a great set of radio, apart from the fact the batteries don't last very long in it compared to the rest. A couple of weeks and they're dead, even sat doing nothing, where the others will last months, so I'm not sure why. This one's, yeah, it's even lost a light already. After about 20 minutes using this at the moment, it'll probably go down to amber, so it could do another set of batteries. But again, lovely bit of history there. This one's quite tired, but like you said, it's fully functional. It still earns its keep. I'm not sure if I said these were all 27 megahertz compared to the modern 2.4 gig radio stuff. I have no issues with this at all, even though it's very old nowadays, and well, people say it can be unreliable and you can get glitches and interference, but I don't have any issues. Now Acoms is a massive player in the UK, or was back in the 80s and 90s, and prevalently many people had Acoms radio with their new Tamiyas or Kyo shows. About 90% of people had an Acoms set because they were cheap and readily available. Whether that's like for like in other countries, I'm not sure. So if you can leave a comment below, it'd be nice to know guys. Now this is an AP202. Everyone must have seen one of these. These were sold in their thousands, especially in the UK. This is the standard Technic Plus model. I think it was a Mark 8. It was about 1999 to 2008. So I think many manufacturers have their own version of these. I know Coyote perhaps had their version, and there was a company called Ashai who had their version. It's probably all made in the same factory. It's a nice set of radio gear. It's a bit lighter than the others. The sticks are just as smooth as the Alpha. It's a bit lighter than maybe the Mark IV. It's a standard radio, so everyone's probably used or had one, or even seen one of these. I've got 3 of these, 2 spares for any other cars. This is actually in my Falcon, just as a reserve radio gear, because I didn't have anything spare. I'd like to put a set of retro gear, maybe another Mark IV into the Falcon, but for the time being, while I'm sorting the Falcon out, this is a nice set to have in it. Yeah, very nice set of radio. So there we go, guys. There is my collection. I'd like to add a few more Acoms classics to my collection, just something nice to have as well on the side of all the other old Tamias. As you can see, sneakily in the background, there's my latest project, a Grasshopper Mark II. It's a bit of a bitzer, but I will do another video on that one, likely to be posted within a few days. So it needs a bit of work, but that's another project. So there we go, guys. Thanks for watching this video, and I really appreciate you guys watching it. So if you want to leave a like or comment or subscribe, it'd be really appreciated. Cheers, guys. Bye bye.